Hi guys, my name is Dita and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be preparing for a purposeful Ramadan. Of course, you know, Ramadan is a holy month. I would prefer to treat it differently than other months. That's why there's so many things that I will preferably stop or do less in Ramadan because it's Ramadan, you know? And we're going to talk about a couple of things in this video, one of them being books that I want to read for Ramadan and some of my goals. This video hopefully will come out on the first week of Ramadan, so if you would want to add any of these books or any of the things that I'm going to talk about to your list of the things that you want to do on Ramadan, yeah, I'd be happy. My TBR for Ramadan is very short, and I've chosen it very mindfully because I'm going to repeat this sentence a lot, but because it's Ramadan, I've only chose 2 books, and the first book and the most important one, it's going to be this book. I have started this book. It's called Sharh Isma Allah al-Husna, and this is an explanation for the 99 names of Allah. Why am I so nervous? I've already started reading this book before and I love it so much. I've learned so many things and I'm not even that much into it. I think I'm 38 pages into this book, and it's a religious book. I'm not gonna read it. It's gonna be treated different than novels. I don't want to just do the regular things that I do every Ramadan. I want to do more this Ramadan because I feel like I've hit a point of understanding and realization that I am not treating Ramadan how I'm supposed to treat it. So I want to take advantage of this month. Of course, school is less in Ramadan, and I just want to take advantage of the month and use it to my advantage. Of course, it's such a precious month, so the least I could do is learn about Allah in His holy month, you know? So this is the first book, and I would 100% tell you to read this one, because if you're a Muslim, of course. If you're not, then you can do whatever you want. I've learned so much just by reading a couple of pages, and it's so many information that you will 100% need, and they will 100% be good for you. Whatever. Just read it. Just read it. The second book is We Created You in Paris, book 3, the last book in the trilogy. I've already started it back in, I think, August. So embarrassing. I have stopped reading this book multiple times. Now I think it's the furthest I've gone into the book. I am to 150 approximately, I'd say, into the book, and it's the only novel I'm going to read in Ramadan because my Ramadan schedule is filled, to say the least. So I'm going to be reading this one because I've already started it, plus it's halal love story. I think it's fitting to read this kind of book in Ramadan. This is the last book in a trilogy. Here they are, the first and second one. I'm not going to talk too much about it because it's the last one. I don't want to spoil anything, but I'm reading it now. Literally, I had to stop reading to come film the video. I love it so much. I do have notes to when I am done reading it, so I can tell you guys my thoughts throughout the book. Like, I would stop and write something on my notes app that I'm planning to mention when I start filming about the book. And the second section of the video is I'm gonna be talking about some of my goals for this Ramadan, because I did have a hard time setting goals because I was like, what do I want from this Ramadan? And then my brain would go blank. Like, I know I want things, but I cannot think of anything for the life of me. So after I sat down with my sister, we both talked about things that I want to do or get out of this Ramadan. Of course, I'm not going to be telling you everything because some of them are personal. Yeah, I'm going to tell you just surface level things. One of them is because, alhamdulillah, I've been blessed by God to have a mosque near my house. So the first goal is that I want to pray every single not salah, technically to a point, yes, but every single tarawih, because last Ramadan I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. I was diagnosed 2 months before Ramadan, and I had flares where my knees were inflamed, so I couldn't walk, so therefore I couldn't go to the mosque and pray, or they were inflamed but not so much that I could go, but I couldn't bend, and I couldn't do sujood nor ruku. So that was very sad. That was the saddest Ramadan I've had. And this is my plan. I was like, I don't care, because now almost a year since the diagnosis. I have felt so much better, alhamdulillah, and the flares are significantly less, in the sense of I've had a flare last week. The one before that, I think, was in June, or like August. It was so long ago. So I was like, I don't care, unless you're dying, you're going. So this is the first goal. And also for the 10 days of Ramadan, our mosque does tahajjud, qiyam, and tarawih. So the other goal is that I pray all of them in the masjid. I feel like this is the bare minimum. This is the bare minimum I can do, is pray. So the prayer is checked. That's the first goal. Second goal is that I want to fully, it's called khatma, but I want to read the Quran at least 2 times, because I'm not that busy. I filled up my own schedule. There is nothing, actually. I don't have work. I don't have children to take care of. I don't have a husband to take care of. I only take care of myself. So the only reasonable thing to do is to read Quran. It's like the month of Quran. It's the month of Quran. It's the month of dhikr, the month of prayers, is to do as much of them as possible. Because you're able this year. You don't know if you're going to live for the next year. You don't know if you're going to be able to do that the next year. Because who would have known that I wouldn't be able to pray last year because of my diagnosis? I didn't even know what rheumatoid arthritis is before I was diagnosed. So you wouldn't know. So as long as you're healthy and you're able, do it. You're going to regret it later. So better safe than sorry. And the last goal is to be mindful of what I'm doing and to always remember Allah while doing everything, because there are things that you just do. There are things you just do, you don't think of. But then there's some things you wouldn't do if you just thought for a second, about like Allah and about what you're doing. So this is a thing that I feel like what I'm saying are basic things that everybody should be doing, and they're not like specific. And one of the most important things of this month is to carry out the habits that you take from this month to other months. Maybe not as many, maybe not as intense, but they have to carry out with you throughout the other months. This is like very important. Like, let's say you read the Quran, you finished reading the Quran one time in Ramadan. You have to continue doing this. You have to make it a habit that you don't stop after Ramadan, because this is so sad. You're still going to get held accountable after Ramadan. It's not just Ramadan. You only pray in Ramadan. There's so many things that are like, oh, I'm gonna wear my hijab in Ramadan. Oh, I'm gonna pray in Ramadan. Oh, I'm gonna read Quran in Ramadan. Once Ramadan is over, everything is over with it. This is a ridiculous mindset. You should wake up. So it is important to make sure that you carry out the habits that you have accumulated in Ramadan outside Ramadan. My trace of thought maybe has been cut by that man, but maybe this is God's sign for me to shut up. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and quick interference, but guys, today is February 17th. Tomorrow is the first day of Ramadan, and I finished the book today. It's funny because this is the only novel I have on my Ramadan TBR, because like I want Ramadan to be just for ibadah and worshipping, and this is perfect. Now Ramadan is only gonna be about ibadah and worshipping, because this is over. You guys, I haven't even like anticipated myself finishing this book as quickly as I did, because I haven't read a book since August, and this one is 722 pages. I finished this in 6 days, reading above 100 pages on average a day for 6 days. I've never done this before. This is too much. I'm not gonna yap too much, you guys. If you stayed until the end of this video, comment down below the crescent emoji, because we're gonna see the crescent soon. So I'm really excited. And yes, bye bye, my babies. No more Riyadh and Eliana.